scam, a beg. I'm humiliating myself. I'm dumb. These are the kind of things that I was being called, all because I posted this one video where I wanted to see if I could get some support to accelerate how quickly I could reach 1,000 subscribers on my channel, because I've already got the watch hours that's needed for it and I just need to hit the 1,000 subscribers. And I specifically said in the video that I only wanted people to subscribe that would be interested in the kind of content that I'm going to be doing. And I thought to myself, man, this is the car community now. You know, the whole thing about social media was to be social, to be supportive of each other. And even if you don't really like the other person's stuff, you don't have to be so negative or anything like that. And I find these comments super confusing, because how am I being a scammer? And how am I being a beg? Because, okay, you know what? No, being a beg, I kind of can get someone saying that, because at the end of the day, asking for someone to subscribe, it's not really begging for it, but it's a request. If you're interested in this, subscribe. But everyone does that on YouTube. Everyone does that on any form of social media platform, that you want people to subscribe to you, follow you, all these kind of things.
Subscribe like the penguin, get us to 500 million.
Yeah, I was being called out for being a beg and having no self-respect, or because of it. The other side of it is the whole getting monetized. Now, if you've got a child and you've got a wife, you've got things to pay for, having an engine rebuild on RB26 is not cheap. And unlike a lot of people that own GTRs these days, I'm not one of the rich ones. Everything that I do, I have to put a lot of time and a lot of effort into. And I thought it was super crazy to me that I was being called all these things, because it's not like as though I wasn't going to put out good content. And it's so weird that people instantly went to that side of things and saw me in that kind of way. Everything that I'm doing with these cars and all these things, I could do behind the scenes and never have to worry about sharing on social media, because I was going to do them anyway. But I always wanted to document it and share it, because I knew how it felt for me growing up, seeing other people do these things, and it was inspiring for me, and it was really nice and reassuring to see that these things can be done. In all fairness, I think the main one that confused me the most was being called a scammer. Because if I'm asking for a subscribe, click, how am I scamming you? I'm gonna be creating car content on the channel, trying to rebuild my R32 GTR. I've got my E30 project that I'm trying to do. I've got the Honda Integra that I'm trying to restore. I've got my 6 Series that I'm trying to restore. And I'm going to be doing all these other cool stuff with other cars in general. Yeah, I got called a scammer. And it's real interesting to see that that's what people can go to. Now, imagine this. For the first few hours of the video being up, I stayed quiet, because I saw these hateful comments coming through. And I was like, wow, is this seriously the kind of response I'm getting to this video? And then slowly some of the positive, kind comments came through, and everything started to feel better for me. And I started to have faith in what I originally wanted to achieve, which was just a little bit of support. And what's crazy for me is that one guy that called me dumb, well, he's dumb, because my idea of what I was trying to achieve worked. All the people that did subscribe, this was the one video that had the most amount of subscribers instantly subscribe to my channel, because I just simply asked for it and they wanted to support the dream. And in all fairness, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, it's not like as though my content's going to instantly change. If anything, everything's only going to get better, because everything that I do on this channel is to get better at doing better content on the channel. I thought back to a couple of moments that I filmed that I haven't done a video with, but it works perfectly here. If I was a scammer, these were the things that I was doing before my engine blew up. Random coincidence to spot this. Yeah. Yeah, this is legit. When you see the boys just randomly, this is legit crazy. did not expect this. I was about to go home. Oh look, so crazy. I can't believe this.
Let's get the wheel.
So it's kind of really cool that we've just ended up coming into a spot where we've got 3 young lads. Oh, wait. He wants to be honest, I should have done that standing on the other side. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, okay. You got to do that again once more, okay? But just be safe.
I can't fumble.
It's all right. Whee! So I don't know if many of you would have seen GTR videos and stuff like that where we all talk about how much these cars mean to us. Well, it's pretty awesome that these 3 guys, 3 young lads, been able to see all 3. So yeah, I said you're happy to be in the video. So what would you like to say? How do you feel?
I don't know, thank you.
It's all right.
Thank you for letting me in the video.
So good. Which one's your favourite then? Be honest.
I'd say the middle one, to be
The
honest.
34.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna complain with you there. What's your favourite then?
Not even like being biased, this one.
No. Okay.
beautiful.
What about yourself?
Same, this one.
Ah, okay. You know what? I feel.
Can I try to get one more wheelie going?
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let me jump on the other side.
I'm full.
It's all right. You're excited right now.
I surely had this one.
Yo. Okay. To be honest, I wish I could do that. I wish.
I'm still learning, to be honest.
You're doing good. There you go. You got the clip now. You got it. You managed to do it all. So I think if you heard them all.
I know you probably will say no, but can you maybe start it up?
Yeah. I think we're all about to head out. So you know what? If you guys bear with me for a second, I'll see what we're all gonna do. And yeah, you guys can see what it's all about. Should we arrange a drive with all these cars properly? I mean, if you guys want to see more content like this on the channel, you guys just gotta let me know, okay?
Yo, do it for the video, man. Little rev.
It's the same one. Was he from earlier?
Yeah.
With the hoodie on? Tell him to rev it all. Go on, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. One last
I come to the gym and I'm just looking at cars now.
Ah, wicked.
You, my boy, are looking hard. You're looking hard, my boy.
I'll let you jump out.
Right, so then we get some more when I jump out, yeah?
Yeah, I'll get you some more.
Right.
I'll give you some more.
No.
Good meeting you.
Thank you.
Have a good time. And
So, thank you.
so good, mate. You got your phone and everything, yeah?
There we go. Big smile. 3, 2, 1.
He asked for it, guys. I took one kid to prom, and the family was so grateful for me doing it that they tipped me. I think it was like £100 or more. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. They reached out because they were like, look, the company that we wanted to rent a car for, the car's apparently not working. I turned up in the GTR and the kid loved it. He randomly came across friends in their GTRs, and then we went over and chilled at one of the houses, and these little kids came over on their bikes with one of the mums, and I said to them, you know what, jump in the cars, have a look around, enjoy yourself. See, get up close with these cars and look at how much fun they were having. And yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I did before all of this. Yeah, I've been called a scammer. Truth is, with my GTR, it's so expensive and I don't have that kind of cash laying around that the only other option, if I'm not able to start making money and putting it towards the GTR, is I'd have to sell it. And with the history I've got with the car and in general the history with the car, I don't want to do that. And to the person that said that I should get a job and if not then well, I probably just work in a call center. Well, what is wrong with working at a call center? I seriously don't get it. I've been there, I've done that. And do I have a job? Yeah, I have a job. I also have a business. But at the end of the day, you still have to pay your own bills. And those bills come before enjoying your hobbies, like building at least 10 grand worth of an engine. And to anyone who thinks that is a little bit of money, I'm more than happy to accept a donation of 10 grand. You know, I'm not rich. That's the simple way of putting it. I'm not rich, and if I was, I wouldn't be saying subscribe or anything like that. Look at how people can just make money instantly on social media. I want to work hard for the money. I want to work hard on my cars, and I want to create amazing content that everyone can enjoy and everyone will find inspiring or fun or enjoyable to just go along with. And that's the point. I'm not the typical social media car guy who says, I finally got my dream car. I wanted a GTR for so long. And with the prices that they're at now, I know if I sold my car, which I wouldn't get proper money for at the moment, I don't know if I'd ever be able to properly afford getting into another one. So for me, it's a matter of holding on to this because it could be my only chance of ever getting to have my dream car for majority of my life. And it sucks that I finally was getting to start enjoying the car, and I really want to do so much driving content with the car that the engine decided to go. But I can't be too upset about that because that was all in God's plan. I have to now roll with these punches and be able to still move forward with them and be able to do things with everything that I've been given. So I'm in my garage at the moment. I'm about to put another car in to start working on. I wanted to do this video to kind of make a statement of, you know what, don't let the haters control you in such a way where they're going to talk about you and make me mentally feel like, oh, you know what, this sucks. The car community doesn't want to support me. And I'm so grateful again for those other comments that came through that were supportive, because it reaffirmed that the car community is there. Because before all the social media game, before all of that, honestly, the car community was a great place to be. And nowadays, everyone's doing everything just for the video, just for the clicks and all these kind of things. I remember the days when we always used to do it just to have fun. We always used to do it to chill together and do things together and, you know, just relax. This was our therapy. This was our time pass. This was our joy. And it feels weird that people just want to hate on that now or don't want to support it in some kind of way. And I would love to understand these people's logic, but I don't think I ever can. And this is another thing I would like to say, which is if you want to subscribe to my channel, subscribe to it. But also remember that subscribing and showing a little bit of love and support to other creators is going to mean a lot. Now, I don't want to make this any longer of a video, but I just wanted to say, if you have watched this, thank you. I hope that the proof of me not being a scammer justifies that I'm just a genuine car guy who loves sharing my car with as many people as I can. But I can't do that right now. And I really don't want to let that dream die. So thank you all for watching. And I hope you guys subscribe, support the dream, and I look forward to seeing you all in a future video. For those that have stayed, I'm going to be releasing a lot of my Japan clips soon. So especially if you're into Nissans and GTRs and stuff like that, you're going to enjoy the content coming out soon. But yeah, everyone, thank you all for watching. Peace out. Bye.